Eggs, one of the most versatile, delicious, and beloved food items in the world. They grace our breakfast plates, give structure to our cakes, and add that creamy richness to our pasta. But have you ever stopped to wonder how an egg is actually formed inside a chicken? It's not magic, it's science, but it's still pretty mind-blowing. Buckle up, because we're about to take an egg-cellent adventure into the world of egg production, answering some of the most common, and some hilarious, questions about chickens and their eggs. How long do hens lay eggs for? Hens are like the diligent employees of the poultry world. They start their job at a young age and remain productive for quite a while. Their egg-laying journey begins at around 16 to 18 weeks, when their reproductive system matures enough to start producing eggs. This rapid development is remarkable, considering these young hens go from fluffy, chirping chicks to full-fledged layers in just a few months. Initially, their eggs are on the smaller side, around 45 to 50 grams, but as they continue laying, their bodies adjust, and the egg sizes increase to an average of 60 grams. The first few eggs are often irregular in shape, or may even lack a proper shell, which is normal as their system fine-tunes itself. Commercial laying hens, such as white leghorns or ISA browns, are selectively bred for maximum productivity and can lay an egg nearly every day for about 12 to 18 months before their production naturally begins to decline. By the time they reach 2 years of age, their egg-laying frequency drops significantly, and their shells become thinner and more fragile due to declining calcium levels. In large-scale poultry farms, hens are often retired at this stage and replaced with younger hens to ensure a consistent egg supply. However, backyard hens often enjoy a much longer laying career, sometimes producing sporadic eggs well into their 5th or even 7th year. Some heritage breeds, like Rhode Island Reds in Sussex, lay eggs consistently for longer than commercial breeds, but at a slower pace. Just like humans slow down with age, hens experience a gradual decline in their biological efficiency, but they can continue living happily even after their egg-laying days are over. Do chickens need a rooster to lay eggs? The age-old myth that's baffled many. Do hens need a rooster to lay eggs? The simple answer is a resounding no. Hens are independent ladies who don't need a man in their lives to get the job done. Their egg production is triggered by light exposure, not the presence of a rooster. Hens naturally begin laying when they receive around 14 hours of daylight, a process regulated by their internal biological clock and influenced by a hormone called melatonin. This explains why egg production slows down in winter when daylight hours are shorter. To counteract this, commercial farms use artificial lighting to ensure year-round egg production. Many people mistakenly believe that all eggs from hens contain baby chicks, but that's only true if a rooster is present to fertilize the eggs. Without fertilization, the eggs remain completely unfertilized and are safe for consumption. Even in backyard flocks, many hens never even meet a rooster in their lifetime, yet they still lay eggs regularly. In contrast, fertilized eggs contain a developing embryo if incubated at the right temperature, about 99-100 degrees Fahrenheit or 37-38 degrees Celsius, for 21 days. However, fertilized eggs are not automatically baby chicks unless they are incubated, so even if you accidentally crack one, you're not about to witness a shocking discovery in your breakfast skillet. On commercial egg farms, roosters are not needed at all since hens are kept solely for unfertilized egg production. In contrast, farms that breed chicks for future layers or meat production will keep roosters to ensure fertilized eggs for hatching. But for the everyday eggs you buy at the store or collect from your backyard coop, no rooster romance is required. Your breakfast was produced drama-free and rooster-free. How is an egg formed? Okay, here's where things get really fascinating and maybe a little weird. Egg formation is a multi-step process that takes place inside the hen's reproductive system, specifically the oviduct. Unlike mammals, chickens only develop one functioning ovary, the left one. Talk about efficiency. This adaptation helps streamline the egg-laying process and reduces the risk of complications. The ovary contains thousands of undeveloped yolks, ova, that are released one by one in a process known as ovulation. When a yolk matures, it is released from the ovary and embarks on an incredible journey down the oviduct, beginning its transformation into a fully formed egg. This process can take about 24 to 26 hours from start to finish, which means a hen can lay almost 1 egg per day under ideal conditions. Interestingly, hens do not need a rooster to lay eggs only for fertilization. Even in the absence of a male, the reproductive cycle continues like clockwork, ensuring that breakfast tables worldwide remain well-stocked with fresh eggs. The egg-making stages. The egg-making process is a fascinating journey that begins in the infundibulum, the first section of the oviduct, where the yolk is released. If a rooster has fertilized the egg, this is where fertilization occurs, though most commercial eggs remain unfertilized. The yolk then moves to the magnum, where it spends about 4 hours getting wrapped in albumin, or egg white, which consists mainly of water and proteins like ovalbumin. This layer provides crucial nutrients and protection to the developing embryo, if fertilized. Next, in the isthmus, a thin yet essential protective shell membrane forms over the egg white, adding a physical barrier against bacteria and moisture loss. Then comes the shell gland, uterus, where the egg spends about 20 hours as it develops a hard calcium carbonate shell, the part we crack open for breakfast. If the egg is brown, pigmentation is added at this stage through protoporphyrin, a pigment derived from hemoglobin. Though brown eggs look different, they offer no significant nutritional advantages over white eggs. Just before the hen lays the egg, it is coated with the cuticle, bloom, an invisible protective layer that helps block bacteria. Finally, when it's time for the grand exit, the hen lays the egg large end first, because let's be real, small end first would be too easy, right? Remarkably, within just 30 minutes after laying an egg, the process starts all over again, showcasing the hen's incredible productivity. Do chickens lay eggs all year round? If hens could choose, they'd probably prefer to take winters off, sip some hot cocoa, and relax. But commercial farms have found ways to keep egg production consistent year-round. Hens rely on light exposure to regulate their laying cycles because their reproductive hormones are triggered by daylight. On average, hens require about 14 hours of light per day to sustain peak egg production. In commercial farms, artificial lighting is strategically used to mimic natural sunlight, ensuring that hens continue laying eggs consistently, even in winter when daylight hours are shorter. This method allows grocery store shelves to stay stocked no matter the season. However, backyard chickens experience seasonal changes more naturally. Without artificial lighting, egg production drops significantly during winter, sometimes stopping altogether. Some backyard farmers use supplemental lighting to encourage laying, but forcing hens to lay nonstop can shorten their lifespan and reduce the quality of their eggs over time. In natural conditions, hens take a break during winter to conserve energy and prepare for the next productive season. Many small-scale farmers and free-range chicken keepers respect this natural cycle, giving their hens time to rest. Because, let's face it, even hard-working hens deserve a winter break. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a cracking good video. Share this with your fellow egg lovers and let us know in the comments, what's your favorite way to enjoy eggs? See you in the next video.